Hello, everyone. How are you guys? What's up? We are live. Just checking my stuff. Okay. Yeah, solid. How are you? Good evening. Instinct. Hello. Welcome in. Doug, how you doing? So we're gonna obviously we're live today. We're gonna try to do some phone calls. We're gonna try to get a hold of some guys. I know there were a lot of scammers this weekend on Sundays on Sunday. So with all of them, we're gonna try to contact as many as we can. It all just really depends on when they answer. And I should have a new video out for you guys Thursday. Now I'm moving the time slot around. So instead of posting tomorrow, and having a video tomorrow morning, I'm gonna change it to Thursday. So Thursday, about the same time, about 9:30 Mountain Standard Time, my time. There will be a new video out. So keep an eye out for that. Um, I should be live too, pending anything else going on. I should be live as well Friday. Um, Maybe Thursday. I don't know. Thursday is kind of an iffy. Thursday afternoon. I've got it off from work, but uh, we have some doctor appointments and stuff going on that day. Some doctor appointments and stuff going on that day, so I don't know if um, and some not just doctor appointments, but procedures going on Thursday. So I don't know how extensive they're gonna be. So we're gonna see if we're gonna be live or not. Um, Looking through, I have made a couple calls last week. Just trying to call around, get some numbers going. So we're going to try to get talk to some of them. It's been a beautiful freaking week, or at least today. I mean, today was just absolutely beautiful outside. Um, it got a little bit windy, but not too bad. This weekend, though, Saturday, where I'm at, it was horrible. It was super, super windy Saturday. Almost couldn't do anything. It was horrible. What happened? Oh, that's what happened. Okay. No, we are technically in a high desert. We are in the high plains, I think it's called. Nah, yeah, solid. Um, we are called the High Plains Desert, I think it's called, and we're surrounded by mountains. We're right in the middle of a mountain channel, so any wind goes straight through to us. There's, but at the same time, we're also surrounded by mountains. So whenever we do get rain clouds, the clouds usually typically hit the mountains and just ride the mountains completely around us. So we don't usually get stuff. It's annoying as hell. Okay, let's see. Double check. I have not called this one before. So we're gonna run through some of my missed calls first. check in on them to see what's going on with them, see if any of them are live. And then from there, then we'll go to some posted ones and see what we can get from there. Okay. How's the volume? Do I sound too low, or is this a good volume? Yeah, solid. That's mostly because of my setup. The computer, it sometimes skips, but it sometimes skips with the internet connection. It's something I haven't found a workaround for yet. Okay, so we're gonna call this first number, maybe. Okay, good. See if maybe this guy's gonna answer or not. No voicemail. I'm not expecting a whole lot of these to answer because it is some of these that I'm calling back were back on frickin' Friday. Friday, a bunch on Saturday. So I'm not expecting a whole lot from them. Yes, hello?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I received a phone call on Friday saying that I had won a prize or something like that, and to call this number, and but nobody answered, and I see now that I got a missed call from you guys. Is this the right department? Oh, that was a hard hang up too. We're gonna call you back. We're gonna call you back just to annoy you at this point. He sent us voicemail. Um, just scrubbing through some of these. Let's play this. This is
Yes,
a voicemail
pleasant good afternoon. You're speaking with
from someone.
Robert Pike with Stake U.S. Sweepstakes in
Oh,
partnership with Publishers Clearinghouse. We're calling you pertaining to your cash prize that you have won with our
this is.
organization.
They
You
called
can reach us
this.
directly at our office at 9. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay. So interesting because, too, he left a voicemail but didn't give me a confirmation code. So we will try him just to see what's up. It's at least dialing. And like I said, this guy called this morning at about 11. So there's a good chance that me calling, even if he doesn't answer, there's a good chance that he'll end up calling me later on tonight. And then probably play phone tag. Voicemail. Okay, which is fine because the voicemail at least shows on to him that I did try calling. Okay, so now we're going to jump into some that are posted. See if any of these, a lot of these that I'm calling to are pretty new. Um, so there's a good chance they will answer. Solid, the last video I uploaded, that one was one that I got off stream. Um, nope. That was one that I got off stream. I had just a few minutes. I didn't really have time to set up my entire stream or anything, so I decided to just do a quick one off stream. And oddly enough, that one lasted for quite a while. Quite a while. But yeah, I ended up doing that one off stream. Okay, let's see. Some of my videos are going to be off stream just because for me it's a little bit more convenient because to be able to do the stream, I've got to set up a lot of stuff. I got to set up a lot of stuff and make sure everything's good and make sure everything in my house is okay. Um, as opposed to just doing. Sorry. So it's a pick a scam. Okay, so we've got to pick a scam. Yeah, pick a scam. God, I hate these guys. Sorry, I'm going through a teleprompt. Huh. Warning this. I'm get. Are you not putting me through? Oh my gosh. I'm in teleprompt hell. For somehow I got put. Somehow now I got put in a loop. And then it just drops. That's cool. Yeah, I just, for some reason, that one just put me in through a freaking teleprompt hell. I don't know what was going on with that, but it was just looping over and over and over again, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I think it's because of the time. I think because of the time, uh, it their office is closed, so it just loops and loops and loops, which I have seen, but that was that was annoying as hell. Okay, so now this one that I'm calling is a Mega Millions.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, Raymond Johnson, Mega Millions. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Raymond. I received a phone call a couple hours ago. It was probably about 12-ish, 11, 12-ish, saying that I had won a prize or something and to talk to you to try to claim. Uh, is this the right guy? Am I in the right department?
Yes, you're talking to Raymond Johnson. Do you have your claims number?
No, I'm sorry. The voicemail didn't come with one. Is there another way we can validate it?
The voice information has the claims number, along with the two phone numbers that you can call back the company with. And all right, state your name so I can pull your file.
Yeah, no problem. My name is Tim Smith.
Tim
Yeah,
Smith.
yes.
Okay. And you're from Arizona,
Yes, sir.
and that's in Somerton.
No.
You're in the Somerton County.
No. I'm in, uh, is my phone number showing, Somerton? I,
Somer.
I don't
Yeah.
even know I don't even think that's a county in Arizona.
Well, it's showing Somerton. Oh, here.
Okay, yeah,
All
not
right.
a
So
problem.
you were never informed via the letter then, right?
No, was I supposed to get a letter?
Yes, you were supposed to receive a letter back in February informing you of your date and time of raffle, and there was another letter sent in March informing you that your name was drafted and you were the winner of the $19.5 million.
Uh, Wait a second, Raymond. You're saying that I won $19.5 million?
Yes, sir.
Oh my!
Along with 250,000 dollars cash on the 2025 Lincoln Navigator. Those that this I just told you about is a complimentary prize from the Lincoln Corporation.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Raymond.
All right, so you're saying this is the first time you're getting any of this information.
Yeah. This is the first time I'm hearing of any of this.
All right. Well, you have a valid ID,
Yes, I do.
and what time do you have right now there so I can put it on file at the point of where we
Uh,
have made contact?
yeah, not a problem. Right now it's 5 o'clock. Well, technically it's 5:02.
Right. All right. So, being as you are a winner of this cash award, you only need to have a valid ID along with a banking institution, and also currently not owing the IRS any outstanding.
Oh well, I have a driver's license. Driver's license is okay, right? Because
Right.
I don't really have a state
Yeah.
ID. Nobody
Right. That's
really has
okay.
state IDs, unless you don't have a driver's license. But I have a driver's license. I do have a bank account, and I do not owe any money.
All right. So you know, whenever you win a large sum of money, taxes are required to be drawn. You know that, right?
Um, well, I assume taxes are for just about anything, but yeah.
All right. Well, our company have already gone ahead taking care of the taxes on your behalf, both the federal and state taxes.
Oh my God,
There's
thank you
only
so
one.
much.
There's only one fee that is required for you to take care of, and it's a short-term insurance policy with the FDIC to cover your package moving from the point of storage to the point of delivery. Okay? The short-term insurance policy is basically, as it states, temporary transit insurance policy. Once the package is delivered, within 24 to 48 hours, that policy will be terminated and you will be receiving a full reimbursement of that funding. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. The total payment for that short term insurance policy with the FDIC, are you familiar with them?
Well, I mean, I've heard of them before, but I mean, personally, no, I'm not. I'm not familiar with them.
All right. Well, the company will be helping you to take care of some amount of that payment, a percentage of 93%. The other 7% will be on your terms, which that is only for $748.32. Would you be able to cover that today or tomorrow?
I'm sorry. I'm writing down all of this so you know, Raymond. You said 740 what?
$42.31.
Yeah, I should be able to cover that.
You can, well, would that be tomorrow morning, right? Because the banks are already closed. I don't think you're in the position to do so today.
No, my bank is open until 7.
Okay. What bank are you with?
Chase.
Okay. All right. So, are you familiar with the payment method that they use is Western Union, MoneyGram, Walmart, bank-to-bank transfers, and so on. So you think you can do? You say your bank is Chase, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And if we were supposed to furnish you with a Chase information, would you be able to do the wire transfer from home, or you would have to go to the bank?
No, I should be able to do it. Well, I'd have to go to the bank, but yeah, I can do it if you just give me what kind of info. But basically, you're saying that I'd have to do a wire transfer from my bank account to another bank account. Is that basically what you're saying?
Right, in order to make the payment, or you can do a. Are you familiar with Green Dot Money Pack card?
Well, I've seen them. But I can do the bank transfer. That's not a problem.
Okay, all right. So the name of the representative
Okay, so I've got that information. I can go down to the bank right now and take care of it. The bank is only maybe like 5 minutes away from my house, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Um, do you want me to
Well,
give you a call back once it's done, or like what all do you want me
right.
to do?
Yes, I definitely want you to give us a call back once you get it done.
Okay, yeah, not a problem. Um, so give me, oh gosh, I don't know how long this should take. Give me about 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, and I can give you a call back. That shouldn't be a problem.
All right. All right. You call just what you do. You just call us back when you're finished doing it, so we can verify with Mr. Martin that the transaction is completed. He will look and know if it's there, if it's pending, or deposited, and then we can then further set up everything for the delivery for tomorrow. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. Congratulations again, and welcome aboard.
Yes,
So
thank,
Tim,
yes.
be safe and be careful. Okay.
Yes, sir, I definitely will.
All right. Congratulations again and welcome to Financial Freedom. And we're listening to hear from you soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Oh my god, that's freaking awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so if you guys don't understand, I basically got a bank account now. I'm definitely going to be reporting this right now. So if you give me a second. Oh god, where's that group? There it is. So he didn't waste any time with any of that, and did go through the normal steps that they usually go through. Usually they'll do the survey and the questionnaire about you and your background and what you do and where you're from and are you married, what do you do for a living. They usually go through all of that. Well, this guy didn't, and he went straight for the kill. He went straight for the money and a bank account, which is scary, honestly. um but we're a thank God we're able to get that. Yes. Okay, so give me just 1 second, guys. I've got to take a second to get this going. Wants $742.31. Bank. So right now, like I said before, guys, we're taking the time right now to actually go through and report this bank account. Um, and then later on, we're going to try to get him back on the phone, possibly try to get another bank account. But if I notice that he's not going to go for it, then we're just going to say fuck it and get him to rage, because I'm going to try to milk him for as much info as I can. No, that's not right. That's correct. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get him for as much info as I can. That's freaking awesome. And he did not put up any kind of a fight at all. he didn't put up any kind of fight at all. He just very willingly gave me that information. Um, I was expecting. I honestly was almost surprised because he had brought up uh, the money pack cards. He had brought those up, and sometimes they'll first do those. But he was straightforward. Let's do a bank account. Let's do a bank account info and everything, and went straight for that, which is scary. But I've got his information now. It's reported to the right people. Just waiting on them to really respond and look into it. But we'll give him about half an hour and we'll call him back. I do have his number written down. I got all of his info. So we've got his information written down and everything. We're going to give him a call back later. And I'll probably do the whole, well, I mean, the bank account, the bank teller said that I'm not able to send to this bank account for some odd reason. Red flags came up, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, 1 second again, guys. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'll call him back and I'll say that there were a lot of red flags and this and that. Um, Hopefully, I can convince him to give me another bank account or maybe an address, uh, and do a delivery or a mail address to send this to. Um, if not, if he's just going to be stubborn, we'll try to make him rage. But I feel like I have a feeling he's going with all of the hassle of me telling him no, it's not going to work or it's not working. Um, okay, yeah. I have a feeling though, if I give him some kind of hassle with it, he's probably going to try to get me to do gift cards, which is fine. I can get him to rage with gift cards. The only problem with gift cards is that eh, I won't really get any information, um, any like possible victim information from it. But I still have a couple different tricks to be able to try to get them to rage with that, and we'll definitely use them. We'll give him another maybe 20 minutes, and then call him. But that was a pretty good first call. That was actually first. Well, not the first phone call I made, but one of the first actual full time talking with the scammer. That was pretty decent. So, pretty good so far with that. Now, I talked to the people who are going to be reporting it. They're obviously going to be reporting it, but they they're gonna let me keep playing with him for a little bit longer. Once I'm done with the number, once I'm done with the number, I'll report the phone number to them, and they'll get the phone number shut down. So that'll be fine. Um, I could get the phone number shut down now, but that kind of kills the rest of the call, kills any opportunity for me to be able to get any information out of him, which is what we want. Um, so we will leave that one alone for just a second. We'll come back. We'll give him some time. In the meantime, we'll just move on down the line and see if we can't get anybody else on the line. I did see a lot of PCH ones that were happening yesterday on the weekend, which sometimes a lot of them will call on Saturdays. Heather, how you doing? A lot of them will call on Sundays, but they'll call, but they won't actually do the scam on Sundays because they feel it's because it's Sunday, it's a holy day. They don't want to try to scam on a Sunday, which is ridiculous, in my opinion. That they observe that, but they will steal money from people. There you go. Okay, so we'll call this other number. We'll try to get something going in the meantime. That way we're constantly moving, constantly flowing. Let's see. Well, thank you, Heather. I really appreciate that. I do. Thank you very much. Google subscriber you have called is not available. We'll make them available. Just so you guys remember, I said this at the beginning of the stream. We'll be having a new video coming out. It's not going to be tomorrow morning. I'm trying a different time slot for this. It's going to be posted. It's going to be posted Thursday morning. So Thursday morning, keep an eye out for it. Probably about 9:30, 9:45 my time, which is Mountain Standard Time. It's going to be live. So keep an eye out for it. It is a longer video. I'm going to be I still got a little bit more editing I got to do with it. But I'm shooting for about 45 minutes with this call. And for a lot of that 45 minutes, I'm making this guy rage and rage hard to where there's a good 20 minutes to half an hour almost of nothing but him screaming at me, which is absolutely beautiful. So, don't miss out. Don't miss that video. It's going to be a really good video. And like I said, it's going to be premiering Thursday morning, so check that out. Right now, we're trying to jump to another call. No. The Google subscriber. Yes, because Publishers Clearinghouse is going to use Google for their phone system. Really? No. That's absolutely ridiculous. So we'll just move on to the next one. Oh, I've talked to you before. Last time I talked to you was June 15th, which means if you answer, you're not going to remember me. Well, maybe. That was a while ago, so that was 8 days ago. So, uh, maybe, maybe not. Nope, that's a voicemail. Not even gonna mess with that. Okay, but yeah, we're right now we're not wasting time, but we're trying to see if anybody else will answer. In the meantime, while we try and get while we try and basically play along with the last guy that we talked to. The last guy was able to give us a bank account number, a name and bank account number, which is huge. And we are going to be calling him back in maybe 10, 15 more minutes and see what his deal is. Hopefully, we could be able to get some more info out of him. That would be beautiful. Um, I do have a feeling, though, I'm not going to be surprised if he wants me, though, to get a gift card, um, because because that one's not working. He mentioned what was it, Western Union, MoneyGram. So there's a chance he'll have me try to possibly do MoneyGram or Western Union, but more likely he'll try to have me do gift cards, which is fine. I mean, I can make him go off gift cards. That's not a problem. It's just it takes a little bit more. 2 days ago, so Saturday. It 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 takes a little bit more of trying to dance around his problem or dance around his questions, which is fine. I can actually pick apart a lot of the scam that he was saying because he was going off. Ooh, back on Friday. He was going off saying, that I'm paying for 7% of the total winnings, which the $700 is not 7%. That's, if anything, that's just people who would be bad at math. That's just their way of trying to trick you into making you think, yeah, this is 7% by adding in that 7. But no, it's not 7%, and I'll probably end up calling them on it. And also, he did not get my address. He doesn't have my address. He's got my name. Um, he's got the uh, county and the city I live in, but that's it. Just having the county and the city, he doesn't have my address, which is fine because I can still play it off that he never asked for any of that. Plus, I can annoy him by talking over him and asking a whole bunch of questions. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. Uh, I try to be able to get the information from them so that I can report it. I try to get the information from them so I can report it. I try to let them do the majority of the first part of their script because that part is so vital. That's the hook that creates a lot of victims because it builds that trust with victims, with a lot of people because these scammers will throw out a lot of keywords. They'll throw out a lot of keywords, names, company names, a lot of important businesses like Publishers Clearinghouse. This last guy put out uh, FDIC. Um, a lot of them will put out Better Business Bureau and the FBI or CIA or some government entity, and they'll do that to try to make you think, okay, well, this is official, because why would this person lie? If they're saying that this is what's happening, then this is probably what's happening. And in reality, no, they're just lying, and they're throwing out titles and everything just to make themselves sound like it. And I try my best, especially in my videos, to capture that and to show you show in the videos, so that if you wanted to show my videos to one of your elderly family members who you think might be at risk for getting scammed, you can. You can show them the videos, and it's a good learning tool. Like, hey, look, this is what they're going to say. If you hear anything like this, just hang up. That's the best way to deal with it. Yeah, and they will try to rattle you. They'll try to scare you. They'll try to say, "Oh, well, we'll send the police to your house or something because you're not cooperating," which is absolutely ridiculous. Or you'll miss out on your prize because you're not cooperating, which is ridiculous. That's not going to happen. Uh, or one point that they really hit on, that the scammer in my upcoming video really hit on, is don't tell anyone, don't talk to anyone. Um, and they'll do that so that you're isolated, because that way all they have to do is convince you, the one person, that this is not a scam, this is for real, and you need to do what we're telling you. The more people that get involved, the more chances of it that somebody's going to get suspicious and say, probably not, and it is a scam. And we'll give it a few more minutes, maybe another 10-ish minutes, and we'll call him back. We'll call the last guy back. But we're just trying to get a hold of as many people as we possibly can right now. Going through my list of phone numbers. Well, we'll eventually find somebody to answer, or they'll end up calling back, which is usually what ends up happening. They'll see the missed calls, and when they're ready, they'll call me back. Which it's annoying, but at the same time, I'm fine with. Because that just means that we'll play phone tag for a while, but eventually they will make it a priority to try to talk with me. Onyx, I know you heard me. You hear me? What? What are you doing? Nope. I thought for a second there that was going to be an answer. They tricked me. There was a slight pause in it, and I thought that pause was going to be a pickup. Oh, it's a teleprompt. Scam calls? No, scam calls are just as prevalent as ever. Um, it really, the thing with scam calls is that it just depends on the type of scam that's happening. Um, for instance, about I'd say maybe 5 to 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, about 8 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago, um, SSA. So hard for me to say this. SSA scams were really big and popular, and they were happening all the time. But now that people have finally gotten wise to them, oh, we got a call back.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I received a phone call earlier saying that I had won a prize and to call this number to try to claim. Is this the right department?
And who do you want to speak with?
Oh, the voicemail didn't have a name. It just said call to talk with the unclaims department or something like that.
My name it is Mike Collins, and yes, you have the right person. This is the PCH company, all right, the Publishers Clearance House.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Alrighty. So, are you home and interested in claiming your prize?
Yeah, I'm home, and I'm interested, but what all did I win?
Well, you were selected in our monthly sweepstakes review for the first place spot of $18.5 million, a life bonus of $7,000 weekly for the rest of your life, and also a Ford F-250 pickup truck, alright?
Oh, wait a second. You're saying that I won $18.5 million?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying, buddy.
Oh my God! Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Oh, goodness me. So, could you provide yourself with a clean sheet of paper and a working pen so I can give you your winner's details, alright?
Yeah. Give me just 1 second, okay?
Alrighty.
Okay, hello, Mike.
Yes, hello.
Mike, hey, yeah, I've got that piece of paper. You can go ahead.
Yeah, the first thing you're gonna have is the company's logo, alright?
Okay.
And that's the PCH.
Okay, I got that.
The next thing you're gonna have is my name. Do you remember my name?
Mike.
Mike Collins, alright?
Yep, Mike Collins.
Alright, the next thing you're gonna have is my badge number. And that's B as in boy, A as in apple, 04126. U W as in winners, A as in I as in international, right?
Okay, so that's just W as in whiskey, I as in indigo. That's it?
No, it's BA04126, W as in winners, I as in international.
Okay, I got that.
Alright, the next thing you're gonna have is your package number, and that's SR252506. A as in apple, U as in United, S as in state, A as in America.
Okay. Okay, I got that.
Alright, the next thing you're gonna have on the paper is what you've won yourself from the company, and that's $18.5 million, $7,000 weekly. Are you familiar with the cashier's check?
Well, I know what one is. Why?
Oh, well, you'll be receiving the $18.5 million. It is a cashier's check. That's why I ask you, are you familiar with it?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alrighty. Wow. And the next you're gonna have is a Ford F-250 pickup truck, and that's 2025. All right.
An F-250 2025. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, that paper should not be ripped, torn, or folded. Alrighty,
Oh, okay.
because that paper will be reading upon delivery, along with a valid proof of identification, such as a driver's license or a national state ID.
Oh, okay.
And which one of those documents do you have?
Well, I have a state ID. Well, I have a driver's license. Is that okay?
Yes, that is correct. That is fine, alright? So at this possible time, we're literally just 45 minutes out from your physical residence, where we got pulled over by the highway patrol team,
Oh, no.
getting all your documents stomped off by the BBB and the FTC, alright?
Oh, okay.
What I'm gonna do here is contact my head manager to let him know that I've gotten a hold of you. Alrighty, so stay on the line. It won't take long, alright?
Okay, yeah, not a problem.
Alrighty.
Okay, this guy sounds like he just woke up kind of thing. That's absolutely ridiculous. And I'll talk about why they give you so much information after the phone call. They try to give you like a badge number and everything. That whole reason is so that they want you to write it down to actually see if you are taking notes, if you are serious about this prize. Right now, he's probably talking to his partner. He's probably talking to his partner to try to figure out the best way to try to get money for me. Whether it's going to be if it's best to get gift cards or actually mail off a check, or how exactly they're going to do it. They Heather, they say all right as a way to try to see if you are paying attention, if you are understanding everything that they're
Hello?
saying. Yes, hello, Mike.
Yes, I'm here, alrighty, buddy. So, what my head manager is saying that this is the first time you're getting a prize over $10,000, alright? Is that correct?
I'm sorry. Can you say it again?
Is this the first time you're receiving a prize over 10,000? Is that correct?
Oh, yes, yes, of course.
Well, goodness, do you know that whenever you're receiving a prize in the United States that is over 10,000, it is highly taxable. Is that correct?
Well, I understand that. Yeah, they take taxes out of
Alrighty, well,
everything.
yes. Well, the publisher's clearance house takes care of 29% of those taxes because the federal government requires 30% of the taxes already, but the company takes care of 29% for you upfront, and you are required to take care of the other 1%, alright?
Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys so much for taking care of that for me.
Alrighty, so remember the publisher's clearance house will never call you and ask you for any personal banking information, and we aren't supposed to take any personal banking information from you, alright?
Okay, yeah.
Alrighty, so what we do here is due to the fact that there has been a lot of money laundering, money for guns, money for drugs, your state requires you to have yourself a scratch card. Alrighty?
Oh,
That
okay.
is how you're gonna make the 1% payment, okay?
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, are you familiar with a scratch card?
Well, I've heard of one. Is that what I'm using to pay for that 1%?
And what's the scratch card did you hear of?
Well, excuse me. Uh, are you talking about the green ones, the money dot scratch cards?
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about, alright?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, I've heard of them.
Alrighty, so,
I haven't personally used one before. Usually I've used one vanilla gift cards in the past for like graduation presents, birthday presents, stuff like that. But I've never actually used the money pack ones.
alrighty, so you can get the scratch card at any one of the convenience stores. And which convenience store is the closest to you, such as the Walmart, the Walgreens, the Dollar General, the Rite Aid, the Circle K? Which one of those stores is the closest to you?
Well, I do have a Circle K like 5 minutes away from my house. I can literally see it stepping outside of my front door.
Oh goodness me, well that is fantastic, alrighty. So it will be like, is this a cell phone, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh goodness me, so we could be on the line with you when you go down to the Circle K to get your scratch card and be back at your home in time to make your presentation, alrighty?
Oh, well, there's a
And do
problem
you
with
know
that.
how much you're gonna?
Mike, there's a problem with that. I don't have a cell phone service plan. I do all of my calling through Wi-Fi. So as soon as I step out of my front door, I'm going to lose signal with you and end up the call's going to end up dropping. So we're not going to be able to do
Oh
it that
goodness.
way.
Well, alrighty. Well, you can call me back when you get home because you said it's only 5 minutes away, so it's basically walking distance, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. But you never said
Oh goodness.
how much am I supposed to put onto that money scratch card? You said 1%, but I'm
Well,
really bad at math. How much does that equate to?
alrighty. Well, this is I want you to be completely honest with me, alrighty? You're gonna put 500 on the card, but remember, whatever you put on the card, it will be reimbursed back to you upon delivery. So you won't stand to lose anything because the publisher's clearance house doesn't stand to let our clients lose anything, alright?
Oh, okay. So $500, is that
So
the
will the
max on?
500 be a major or a minor problem for you?
Oh, no, no, no. That's not a problem. I've got $500. That's not a problem at all.
Alrighty, so how long would it take you to go down to the store, be back at your home in time for the presentation? You
Oh,
said this is a cell phone. I'm gonna send you a photo of the card so you know what you're getting, alright?
oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it would only take maybe 15, 20 minutes. 5 minutes to walk down there, buy the card, come back. Probably about 15, maybe 20 minutes.
Alrighty, well, I'm sending you the photo. Did you receive the photo?
Yes, I did.
Look on it. Do you see it?
Yep, I see it right now.
And how does it look?
Green. It says money pack on the front. The person's holding a glove, and in the top
Alrighty.
left corner it says PayPal, but the text is a little bit too blurry for me to make out anything else on it.
Alrighty, well. Hello? Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay, so yeah, so will you be on your way now?
Yeah, yeah. I
Remember,
give me like
you
15, 20 minutes
listen.
and I can be back no problem.
Listen. Remember, when you go down there, you're gonna keep your business private and confidential. You're not gonna tell anyone you're receiving this large sum of money because we don't want anyone to try and set you up and follow you home when they hear you're receiving this money because I've seen this happen a lot of times. Clients go down to the store and spill their beans. You're not supposed to be like them, alrighty? We don't want anyone to try and follow you home and try and set you up for your money, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, not a problem.
So if they ask at the cashier, just tell them that this is for your personal use, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, well, when you go down to the store, you're just gonna walk in there like a regular civilian, and then you're gonna go to the card section, and you're gonna look for the card, and go and purchase it, and be back at your home and contact me, alright?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me, like I said, give me like 15, 20 minutes and I can give you a call back, Mike.
Alrighty, buddy. Stay safe on the road, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Okay, so you're right. That guy was extremely sleepy. I don't know what the hell his problem was, but um like I was saying, he gave me a whole bunch of information. He wanted to make sure that I wrote down a lot of information, and a lot of that is to make sure, how serious are you taking this? Because if you don't write down that information and they call you out on it later, they'll ask you, hey, that information that I told you to write down, repeat it back to me. And if you don't repeat it back to them correct, then they'll say, oh, well, you're not taking this serious. We're going to move on from you. Um, that's why it's kind of important to write down a lot of the information that they gave me. This guy is going to be a pleasure to try to bait because he sounds half asleep. Two, I could have sworn I heard um voices in the background along with the TV. Now, I don't know if the voices were from the TV or if they were other people, but one way or the other, I heard other people. Along with that, I'm pretty sure he never got my name, never got my address, didn't get any kind of information about me. So he's just going off the seat of his pants, and I am definitely going to call him out on that when we call him back. And hopefully we can be able to get him to rage for quite a while. He was saying 1% of tax, but the information he was giving me, it obviously, what was it? $500 is not 1% of the taxes for this. So this is going to be a pretty easy one to get him going. In the meantime, we are going to call Kenneth back and try to get Kenneth going. What was that number? 2652. This one is going to be an interesting one, and I really hope he answers. We should be able to get a hold of Raymond.
Hello?
Yes, hi, Raymond.
Raymond John. Yes.
Hey, Raymond, it's Tim.
Oh, Mr. Smith, how are you doing now?
I'm good. Well, I'm kind of good. I ran into a snag at the bank, and I had to come back to my house to try to call you.
Okay. What happened down there?
Well, I was at the bank. I went in. I gave him the information. I told him I needed to do a bank transfer for the $742.31 to that bank account number and everything. And when they were starting to get it going, they said that there was some kind of problem with that bank account, that it's flagged for something. They told me legally they couldn't tell me why, and that I'm not able to actually do the money transfer. I don't know what's going on.
All right, that's no problem then. All right. If the bank is if it's having problem with the account, then what you can do is you can get those cards.
Oh, what cards was that?
Those cards are called the money pack scratch cards.
Oh, okay. I've heard of those before. Are they're basically
Green,
gift cards, right?
yeah, green dot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can grab those. What's the max limit on them?
500. So you can get one for 500 and get one for 220.
Okay, yeah, not a problem. I should have no problems going down. I can get those at just about any like. Can I get them at the gas station down the street, or do I have to go somewhere special?
They're sold at Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, Rite Aid. I don't know if 7-Eleven still sells them.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I saw them at the Circle K that's down the street from my house. Um,
Okay.
I can
You
try
have
there, not a problem.
yeah,
If you
you
give
have Dollar General. You have Dollar General, Family Tree, Dollar Tree.
Okay, yeah, yeah, not a problem. I'll get those. It's two cards. We'll be able to do this. Quick question though. Uh, when is my delivery supposed to get here?
Tomorrow morning at 9.
Tomorrow morning at 9. Okay, and what address do you guys have for me? Because I put down the address on the postcard that I mailed out. I just want to make sure that it's still the correct one.
You said you're not. You said you're not in. You're in Arizona, right? That's what you told me.
Well, yes, but Arizona's a very big state.
Yeah, I know.
And I didn't move towns. I didn't move like a town over or anything. I did not do that. But I did move a couple blocks away from my house, and I just want to make sure that you guys are going to the correct
Well,
address. So
all right.
what is the address that you guys have for me?
What's the current address you have there? What's the
Well,
new
don't you
address?
have it there on file?
Yeah, but I'm downstairs. I'm in the storage facility where the vehicle is being held because I'm sorting out the document for that. So I'm downstairs.
Wait a second. But I thought you were up in your office. The vehicle is being stored there in your
Yeah, we're
business
in the
complex
yeah yeah. So what I would have to
in New
do?
York.
No, it's not in New York. The prize is in Arizona. I am in Arizona just the same.
Oh, you guys are in Arizona. Okay.
Right,
Well,
right.
okay. So when did you guys pick up the car?
The car has been there from March.
Since March?
Yes. You
Okay.
have won this. You have won this from March.
Okay. And is it going to be delivered on a flatbed, or are we going to be driving it?
It's going to be delivered on a flatbed.
Okay, and are we going to be having the balloons and camera crew and a giant check and a celebrity?
Well, I thought you said you wanted a private delivery.
I never said that.
Okay. All right. Maybe. Well, that's
Matter of
that's
fact,
the
actually,
normal
I don't
process.
think you actually ever asked.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. But because I talk to a lot of persons during the day, so I thought that I
Wait, are there
spoke to
other
you.
winners besides me?
Yeah.
Uh, so other people
You
have
have the
won this
second
same
place.
prize?
No, not the same prize. Not the same prize. Different prizes. But I tend to speak to other individuals, assign different representatives for the delivery and so forth.
Oh, wow. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
so am I going to be getting the delivery team, a giant check, balloons, a celebrity?
Well, I'm not. I don't think there will be a celebrity, but I'm sure
Oh, I'm not going to
you
have a
will.
celebrity because I see on the commercials a lot that there's what's his name? The TV host.
Steve
Steve,
Harvey,
yeah, Steve Harvey. I see that he's on that he does a lot of deliveries.
but he's not gonna be. He's not available for tomorrow.
Oh, he's not?
No,
Okay, well, can I
because
get somebody else?
well, if you can request somebody, well, what we can do is most likely try to see what we can do overnight.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Who would you request?
Um. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I'm kind of embarrassed by this, but I kind of want Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Or if she's not available, John Cena.
I'm not gonna make any promises, all right? But I'll
Okay.
do my best.
Because
I'll
I
do my best.
I know he's on his last leg. He's getting ready to quote unquote retire from wrestling. So I kind of want to get him before he retires. You know.
Okay.
Okay, and
I'll try.
we're going to be having
I'll try
the
my best.
delivery team and balloons and everything else there.
Right. And that big check.
Okay, and you're going to be part of the team.
Yes, I will.
Oh, cool. So you're going to be here too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so
So
and with the car, you guys are bringing it on a flatbed. Are
wrapped in. It's
where in
gonna
the
be
state?
wrapped in blue ribbon.
Oh,
Huh?
it's wrapped in a blue ribbon.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Um,
There, there are
now,
balloons.
I did have another question about this fee that I have to pay for taxes. You were
No,
saying that 7%.
remember.
I've got to pay 7% of the
No,
taxes,
remember.
which
It's
is
not tax. It's
you
not
said
taxes.
it's
It is.
$742.31. The
It's not
19
taxes.
and a
It is
half
not.
million
Mr.
dollars doesn't equal that for
Tim.
7%. Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
This is not taxes that you're paying. This
Okay.
is the FDIC transit insurance policy.
Oh, for transit insurance policy. Okay, well,
Yeah, with
still.
the FDIC.
Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean like if something
It's
happens
a
to the
short. It's
money,
right.
it gets reimbursed, and I still
Right.
get my money?
That's correct.
Okay, well, why would I mean, I trust you guys to be able to, and I don't really feel the need to pay for insurance. I think insurance is a giant scam. So
It's a short term. It's a short
we
term
can just go
policy.
ahead and get rid of that.
Once the package,
I don't need
once the package is
insurance.
delivered.
It's not a problem. I trust that you guys are going to deliver my money safely. And the 15.5. With the 15.5, obviously it's not going to be in cash. It's going to be like a cashier's check, right?
Right.
Okay, that's awesome. And I'm going to be having somebody come with me to the bank.
We will. I will be one of the representative accompanying you to verify that when you get to the bank.
Okay, so then you'll be able to talk to the bank person to be able to try to get this cleared up, though, right?
Definitely.
Okay, do you know what would be causing this problem? Of
What
them
problem?
saying that, well, them saying that that account has a bunch of red flags.
Well, I wouldn't know.
No idea?
That account was given to me by the FDIC office, and that's what I passed on to you.
Okay, so since I'm not paying for that FDIC insurance BS, I'll would I be able to get my prize sooner, like maybe tonight?
They won't release the package if there's not an insurance policy on it. That's why the company is helping you to
Well,
save.
I don't want the insurance policy. That's what I'm telling you. The
All right.
insurance
Well,
is
what
a
I'm gonna
giant
do,
scam,
what
and I don't
what I would
want to
have
be
to do.
part of anything like that. So I don't want to opt out. I don't want to opt in for any of that. I
All
just
right,
want
no
to be able to
problem.
get my prize, and I'll be able to get it tomorrow or tonight. Would I be able to get it tonight?
Tomorrow.
Still tomorrow?
Yeah, because they won't allow us to leave with the package uninsured. So I have to verify that with them that you don't want this insurance policy, and then from there I can know what to do. So I will
Well,
definitely talk to you about this in a few minutes.
well, You're going to be calling up the FDIC to try to get this
Yes,
straightened out?
I'm gonna have to call the FDIC office and get to the board of somebody on the board of directors to see if I can get this done tonight. All
Okay.
right.
Wait, the board of directors, you're going to be trying to get all of them to come in,
No,
all of
no, I
the
said
entire board of directors to show up? He did not like any of those questions. He was doing good on stalling. He was doing really good on stalling. Let's see if we can't get him back. Yeah, right, Sonic. You know what else is a scam? Hopefully he's an idiot and he picks up. Because this time we're really going to hit hard about the fact that he doesn't have my address. Well, Heather, a lot of the issues with it is, and that's a very good point, and a lot of people ask that question. You don't understand how often I get asked that.
number. This is the Mega Millions. That means you have been informed that you won
Hello?
yourself a cash awards. Congratulations,
Hello?
welcome aboard, and welcome to financial freedom.
That was a voicemail. He might not answer again. Ooh. Okay, cool. He called me. He's trying to call back. But yeah, Heather, that's a really good question. Um, and it happens a lot. Um, and I've tried to touch on it with my videos. A lot of it is they use hurry up, act fast, don't think about it, just go. Kind of tactics with it, and a lot of scare tactics, and a lot of what I've mentioned before, using official government names and official people's names to try to make it seem as legitimate as possible. And if you throw around things like with him, the FDIC, no, he's not answering now. That's freaking awesome. Um, with him, he was throwing around things like the FDIC, calling the board of directors, working for Publishers Clearinghouse, things like that, to try to use those official names to try to sound more official so that you believe him a little bit more. Then he's trying to go straight for, no, go and get these, go and get them. Don't think about it, just go and do what I'm telling you. Because a lot of that is if they try to push that and push that and push that, you're not going to think about how, the plot holes, the plot holes in his story. Like, for instance, he doesn't have my address. Things like that. 7% of 19.5 million does not equal $700. Things like this. Yes, solid. They'll screen the calls. For something like this, they'll look at the phone number. They'll either let it ring out. They'll just put the phone down in another room or put it on silent and let it ring out, or they'll actually go through and block the number. It's usually one of the two. Let me call, or not call, but let me get a hold of my other contact to let them know that number is good to get shut down. You would think so, DKC. You would really, really think so. That feels like it should be something important, but for a lot of these guys, they won't do it. You would think that'd be important, but for a lot of these guys, they don't do it, and uh, or they just simply forget. Usually they've got a script that they read from with it, and usually that script has that somewhere in there. Really detailed scripts go hard with it. They'll get your name. Make sure you've got your name, your phone number, your address, where you live, what color house you have, what color car you have. They'll get as much info about you as possible. Um, Others are not so detailed. I love the ones that are not so detailed because you can really drive home so many of the plot holes that they have. With this guy that we were talking to, his big thing that I was actually kind of impressed about, he was able to answer just about all of my questions. Uh, Bill, how you doing? He was able to answer just about all of my questions, which is interesting because usually they stumble or they say one thing and then a minute later they say the opposite. And I was trying my hardest to get him to fumble up on something, but he wasn't, which is actually impressive because most of them are idiots and they will fumble up. Yeah, DKC. The ones that they try to convert to being mules, they'll get those are the ones they'll get the addresses for. Usually, if they're going after the gift cards, they're not going to care about your address unless you want to dig hard into when the delivery team's going to get here. But for the most part, they're not going to start digging about your personal information. They just want the money. That's all they care about. So that number is reported. That number is gone, or is going to be gone. Thank God. So now we are going to call back Mike. And Mike sounds like he's either sleepy, stoned, or drunk. Either way, we are going to get him good. Hopefully we can get the first problem. Ooh.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I'm looking
Hello?
for Mike.
Yeah, it's Mike.
Hey, Mike. Mike Collins?
Yeah, it's Mike.
Hey, it's Tim. We talked about 20 minutes ago or so. Uh, I
Yeah.
I have those.
Yeah, I know. Did you get the card right?
Yeah, yeah.
You have the card?
Wait, who's that in the background? I heard Mike.
Pardon?
I heard somebody talking in the background. Who was that?
You're going in and out. You're going in and out.
Can you hear me,
It
Mike?
was one of the delivery guys.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm hearing you. It was one of the delivery guys.
Oh, okay. Okay, no worries then. So
Alrighty,
I
did you get
have
the
the
card?
card. Yeah, I've got the card. I've got the card for $500. I have it on me with me. Just saying, just waiting on you guys. You
Alrighty,
guys
well,
said you were
put
about 45
put
minutes
the
out,
card
right?
put the card put the card in a hard surface and get a coin and scratch it off. All
Well,
right?
Mike, you guys are still about 45 minutes away, right?
Yes, that is correct. We're at a private facility getting your documents and your paperwork. Alrighty, we're just waiting on you.
Oh,
All
okay.
right?
Well, where about, like, what city are you in? Because
Get
there's
your
not a whole
card.
lot of
Get
cities
get.
in my area that are about 45 minutes away.
Alrighty, buddy. Listen to me, okay? Put the card in a table or a book, a hard surface, and scratch it off. All right?
Okay, why? Why am I
Scratch
doing
off
this?
the back. All right? Why are you doing this? Because the card is to be load. The card is a loadable card. Alrighty. Remember, I told you you're receiving $7,000. That card is what you're gonna be receiving the $7,000 on weekly for the rest of your life, alrighty? And the numbers on the back of the card is supposed to be put on your check so that your check is valid, alright? We don't want any problems when you go down to the bank to cash your check, okay?
Okay, give me just 1 second. Got to try to find a coin. Does it have to be a coin, or can I just use anything? Hello, Mike?
Yes, I'm here, alright?
Oh, hey. So, does it
What did
have to
you
be a
say?
coin, or can I use anything?
It has to be a coin, alright?
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. I don't
Don't
usually
don't
carry
want to get the
coins.
numbers crossed up.
Okay, I got a dime. Is a
Alrighty,
dime okay
buddy.
to use?
Take your Yes, that is correct. That is okay.
Okay, perfect. Okay, give me 1 second.
Just take your time. Take
You're
your
saying
time and
scratch off
slowly
this
scratch the
area
card,
in
alright?
this area in the back, the silver strip on the back?
Yes. Slowly.
Okay, give me 1 second, okay?
Alrighty, take your time, buddy, alrighty? You remember, slowly, alright?
Yep. It's interesting because the guy that you can hear in the back is actually coaching him on what to say next. Probably means that this guy is not experienced. This guy is not experienced, or he doesn't understand English that well, which is going to be great because that means we're going to have two different people to get screaming. Okay, Mike, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, I've got that area scratched off now, and I see a bunch of numbers here.
Alrighty.
I see 3, 6,
Yeah,
7, 8, 9,
how many
10,
numbers?
14 numbers, I think. 4,
14 numbers?
8, 9, 10,
Slowly,
11, 12,
slowly
13,
repeat
14.
those numbers, alright?
Okay, but why?
Why?
Yeah.
Remember I told you those numbers on the back of the check, on the back of the card is going to be put on the check, alrighty? And we need those numbers on the back of the card to load it in the PCH database with the highest set of security so you can receive your $7,000 on it weekly, remember?
Okay, now I do have a question about that because you said, and it says on the package here, that the limit that can be put onto this card is $500. So how are we going to be putting $7,000 onto this card if the limit is 5?
That is why I told you we're gonna update it because when we
Okay,
put it
because
in the system,
the card
alrighty?
says you can only put 500. And what would end up
No,
happening to the rest
listen.
of the 7,000 or the $6,500?
No,
What
listen.
would end up happening to the rest of
No,
that? Because I don't want
no,
that to go to waste.
no, listen, alrighty. That happens only at the store. Remember, we're putting this in the database, so we're gonna upgrade the card, alrighty? We're gonna upgrade it to our. We're gonna upgrade it the security to ours, alrighty? So that is why, okay?
Okay, so then what is going to be the max that I can put onto this card since you guys are upgrading it? Just so I know, so that way, if I want to,
You can
since I'm
you can.
getting 7,000 a week, that way, if I have 5,000 left over or something. What was that?
I beg your pardon.
I was hearing something.
Alrighty. Well,
So what I was saying is that let's say I've got 5,000 left over that I didn't spend, and I'm going to be receiving another $7,000 the next week. Would
I
the
beg your
seven
pardon.
thousand be
You were
added on
breaking up. You
top
were
of
going
the
in and out.
5,000?
I beg your pardon.
Would the 7,000 be added on to any remaining balance, or is it I only get 7,000? That's it.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
I just want to make
No,
sure that
no.
we have
It can
all of
be
this
added on.
organized so that I know.
Yes, buddy. You remember I told you we're gonna upgrade the system,
Well,
so
you
you
said
don't
it,
have
you're going to
anything to
upgrade the
worry
system,
about.
but you never
Okay?
said what the limit was going to end up being.
There won't be any limit when we upgrade the card. All right?
Oh, you guys are going to make
There
it
won't
like
be
a
any
limit?
limit.
Wait,
Remember,
so
we're
would that be
upgrading the
like
card with
an
our.
unlimited like credit
Yes,
card kind of thing?
yeah. Because remember, we're gonna be putting $7,000 on it weekly, every day. Alrighty, every
Wait,
week.
every day or every
So
week? Because you
we
told me
have to make
before
it
that
unlimited. All right,
you told me before
every
that it's
week.
every
Alrighty,
week.
every
And
week.
I just want to make sure that we have this correct.
Yes, it's every week. Okay.
Okay. And you guys are about 45 minutes away, and you have my address, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the address that you guys have on file so that way we can make sure that it's the correct one since you guys are 45 minutes away so we can be able to get this taken care of? There's a delay. Hello? Mike?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, hey. So what address do you guys have for me on file so that way we can make sure it's delivered to the right place? They're scrambling. They don't know how to answer. Mike, hello?
Yes. Hello.
Are you going to answer? Mike? Mike Collins? Hello?
The line keeps going in and out. I don't know what's going on, buddy.
Okay, but can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay. So what address do you guys have for me?
Alrighty, for security purposes, alrighty, we cannot disclose certain information over the phone. So what I want you
But
to
it's
do is
my
confirm
address.
your
I mean,
address, okay?
you're not disclosing anything like secret.
Yeah, but
You're
remember,
just
it's
saying
over
what
a
my
phone.
address is.
You could be anyone.
How
You
do I
could
know
be
that you
anyone,
guys are
okay?
anyone? Do you want me to tell you back all the information you told me before? I've got all the information you had me write down.
Alrighty.
Do you want me to?
No, that won't be necessary, alright?
Okay, so what address do you guys have for me then?
Remember, I told you that we cannot disclose certain information
Okay, yes,
because
but
you're over the phone.
Mike, it's my address. I want to make sure that you
That's
guys are
why I
going to the
told you.
correct
Listen,
place so
listen.
that I can be able to receive this
Exactly.
prize
That's
in
why I
45
told
minutes.
you. That's why I told
Okay,
you.
you guys are
Listen,
45 minutes
alrighty? That's
away.
why I told
I want
you.
to make sure that you guys
That's
are
why
able
I
to
told you
get
you should
to
confirm
my
all of
address.
this
How do I
so
know
we could know.
that you guys are going to the
So we
correct
could
place?
know if we have it on
How do
file.
I know that you guys are going to the correct place if I don't know where you're going?
Hello.
Hello? Are
Yeah.
are you going to answer?
Yeah. Well, listen, alrighty.
Okay, so
Are
actually,
you
you know
there?
what? Here, how about this? Just to make things easier for you, where are you guys? And I can meet you wherever you're at. I can meet you. I can hand you the card. Once I hand you the card, you can do what you need to, fill out the information you need to,
Yeah, yeah.
and be able to get this all taken care of. Okay? I think that would
Yeah,
be a
buddy,
lot easier
we cannot.
and a
Yeah,
lot safer.
remember,
And
you
that way,
remember.
Mike, that way I can drive my truck home myself. I can pull up right
Buddy,
up into my house, look at how nice this truck looks in front of my house. And it'll be perfect. So, where are you guys?
buddy, listen, alrighty. We cannot do anything without us knowing that you have the card. You tell us you have the card, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
I've
telling
got the
you this,
card.
buddy.
Now,
Uh,
uh,
due to the
is
fact
that a
that
dog I hear in the
yeah,
background?
you got no, we don't have any dogs here, so you don't hear any dogs in the background. I don't know what you're hearing. All right?
A dog or a bird? I
You
hear
don't have any.
something going going off in the background.
No, maybe it's the engine.
Oh, okay. And do you guys? You said
Well,
earlier that you were pulled over by highway patrol or something like that, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. Are they
We're
still
getting your
there?
paperwork stamped up.
Are they still
We're
there?
getting all your paperwork stamped.
Do,
Yes, they are still here because remember, we're
oh, the
getting your
highway.
paperwork
Okay,
stamped
so
up.
wait.
So
So they have
listen,
you pulled
no,
over on the
listen.
side of the
Well,
road?
no, we're at a private facility getting your
Okay,
documents
because
stamped off.
you told me
Oh,
at the first or at the beginning of this phone call, you told me that they had you pulled over on the highway. So are you guys
no,
pulled over on the highway,
I said we,
or are you
listen to
or
me, listen, okay, listen,
I'm just trying to make sure
listen,
where you guys are
listen,
because
okay,
the highways out here, you know, it's open desert. I just want to make sure that you guys are being safe.
listen, okay,
Okay, it's open
are you
desert,
listening?
and I want to make sure that you guys don't. It's desert. I mean, it's Arizona. The desert out here gets really hot, and I want to make sure that you guys are being safe.
Are you listening?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember, I told you that we got pulled over. We're at a private facility here. So, buddy, we're
Wait, so
just
you got
waiting
pulled
on you
over
to give
at
us
your
the
private
confirmation.
facility?
No, we're at a private facility.
Okay, then how did you get pulled over?
Listen, buddy, you're
Because
not
you said
listening what as
that
to what I'm saying.
you said that you were pulled over, which okay, that's fine. But you were pulled over, but you're at a private facility, and the highway patrol is still with you, though. You said.
Yes, you're not listening
Okay,
correctly, though.
so
I
when
said we
did
got
the
pulled
highway?
over. We're here.
Okay, so you
We're
got
here
pulled
at a
over.
private facility
Okay, so you got
with
pulled over
the
at the private
highway patrol
facility.
team.
So you got pulled over at the
No,
private
we
facility.
were coming en route to you, and we're at a private facility now. We're getting all your documents for your
Okay,
prize
so were you pulled
being
over on the
stamped off.
highway, or were you pulled over like in front of your private facility, or what?
No, we were pulled over at the highway, alrighty, and
Okay, so you're pulled
we
over on
went
the
to the private
highway,
facility,
but the highway patrol is still with you?
buddy. Can you please
So did
just
they follow you to this private facility?
why are you asking so many questions?
Because I'm
Stop.
just trying to make
Those
sure that
questions
we
aren't
have
necessary.
I
Those
have
questions aren't
all
necessary.
of this
No,
information
those
collected and
questions aren't
secure.
necessary.
Okay, I'm
Listen,
just
those
trying to figure
questions
out
aren't
this
necessary.
whole thing so
All
that we
we
can be
need
able
from
to
you
get
is to give
everything
us the
together
clearance
and
to come
correct.
over.
Okay? And this way too, what's also good about me asking these questions is I can try to figure out where exactly you guys are. Because if I can figure out where exactly you guys are, I can meet you.
No, you're not gonna meet us. We're gonna come over to your house.
Okay,
Remember,
but
we're just waiting on you to give us the confirmation. We're
I could
waiting
just
on
meet
you to
you
give us
guys
the
wherever you're
confirmation
at.
with the card.
I could just meet you guys wherever
No,
you're at, hand you the card, and call it good. That guy. I was actually surprised he went that long. Well, we're going to try calling him back. See if maybe we can get him going again. And you could hear the...
hello.
Hey, Mike.
We got disconnected.
Hey, yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I told you the
Is
line was going in and out.
the highway patrol still there with you?
Yes, remember we had a private facility here. We're getting your
Okay, so
paperwork
did
and
they
your
follow
documents
you?
stamped up, all right?
So when they pulled you over on the highway, did they just follow you to this private facility?
They were the one that bring us to the private facility because we're supposed to get your paperwork stamped off, all right?
Okay, then why'd they pull you over?
Because we're coming from New York. We have a different license plate, all right?
The highway patrol wouldn't really pull you guys over for something like that. So, like, were you guys like not driving safe? Were you
And because
speeding?
and because we're
Were
coming
you
over with a
weaving
big
it in
truck
and
of
out
cars,
of the lanes? Because also, you guys have my truck, my brand new truck, and I want to make sure that you guys are being safe with my vehicle. So, are you? What exactly happened that got you guys to get pulled over?
it is just normal procedures because, due to the fact we're coming from New York and we have a truckload of cars,
Wait a second.
checks
I'm
and
sorry. Who is
everything, they
this?
just want to
I'm
make.
sorry. Time out. Time out. Who is this?
I was just being patched over by the agent you were just talking to. You're speaking to the general head manager.
Okay, and what is your name, Mr. General Manager?
You're talking to George Parker.
George Parker. Okay, so George, why am I talking with you?
Because the agent patched me over so I could have a conversation with you and really assure you that this is 100% legitimate. This is not a phony baloney call. We're not here to try to let you feel
Okay, but
leery or
George, that
try
doesn't answer
to
my
let.
question. That doesn't answer my question. Why am I
What is
talking
your
with you?
question, buddy?
Why am I talking with you?
Because the agent patches me over to you. That is why
Okay,
you
yes,
are
yes,
talking
I
to me,
get
because I
that's
am
how I
just the crew.
physically am talking with you, is because the agent patched me over to you. But why did he patch me over to you?
So you can have a better understanding of what is happening here today. That
That
is
doesn't
why
answer my
you were
question.
patched over to
George,
me.
that doesn't answer my question.
So I could better explain things to you.
Okay,
That is
so
why you were patched over
you're
to
saying
me.
that Mike what isn't able to answer my questions?
Mike can answer any question you want. Do you wish to speak with Mike himself?
Yeah, I was talking with him before. I kind of want to finish this with Mike.
Hello.
Hey, Mike, there you are.
Alrighty.
Hey,
What's
so
going on,
what
buddy?
happened? Why did the phone call drop, and why am I speaking with why was I talking with George?
Because George was explaining the delivery. He's a better explainer than me, so that is why I patch him over to you.
Okay,
Because
but
you're not listening to me, so maybe you listen to George.
being a common courtesy for the future, so a common courtesy would be to tell your customer that you're going to be patching me over from you to him, because I had no idea until I noticed that the voice sounded different, which that is extremely not professional.
Oh, okay, buddy. I'm really
Okay.
sorry about that. It will never happen again, okay?
Okay, well, thank you. Now, what is your guys' address to this facility that I can meet you at, so I can be able to just hand you
No,
the
buddy.
card and be
No,
able to
buddy.
pick up my truck and be able to just drive it home, and I can be able to have all of this taken care of. I can sign your documents, sign everything, make sure everything's good, and get this going.
Buddy, you're not listening to a word I say because I
No,
keep
I feel
telling you
like
that's
you're not
not how the
listening to what
company
I'm
works.
saying. I feel like you're not listening to what I'm saying. Okay, I'm
Sir, do
asking
you work?
for a
Do you work
location.
at the publisher's clearance
I'm
house?
asking for a
Do you work
location.
at the publisher's? Do you work at the publisher's clearance house?
No, but I am a customer. And since
Exactly.
you're
You
not
don't know
willing,
what it's
and since
supposed to
you're
have.
not willing
You
to
don't know what
tell
it's
me what
supposed.
my address is, even though it should be there on that file that you should be looking at, even though my address should be there for you, you're not willing to repeat back my address to me so that we can be able to verify that you're going to the correct place. So instead, I'm trying to offer up an alternate on what we can do, a second option of what we can do. But instead, you're the one that's stalling all of this, which, if you continue to stall, I'm going to request to actually talk to George, so that way I could tell him how much problems you're causing me.
Listen, buddy. I'm trying to tell you that's not how the company works. We have to come to your location.
Okay, you
You
want to come
can't
to
come
my...
to our
Hey, Mike,
location,
Mike,
right?
you want to come to my
We're
location?
coming.
Cool. What is my address? So he doesn't blow up. He
Buddy.
keeps trying to put me on mute.
Oh goodness, something.
Okay, so what is my address? Mike?
Yes, hello, buddy.
Yes, what is my address?
Buddy, remember I tried to tell you that we don't work that way, okay?
Okay, so how do I know you're going to the right place?
How do you know you're breaking up? The line's going in and out.
How do I know you're going to the right address? How do I know that you're going to the right place and I'm going to be able to receive my prize?
Buddy, yes, we are going to the right place.
How do I know that? You won't even tell me my address.
Remember, buddy, we're here in Arizona and we're just waiting on the clearance. We're just waiting on you.
Okay,
Remember,
that doesn't answer my
we're just
question.
waiting on
That
you,
has
buddy.
nothing to do with what I'm asking. What I'm asking is what is my address, or give me the address of where you're at. It's either tell me my address or give me your address. It's one of the two. Your choice.
Buddy,
Yes.
let me pull it up, okay? Let me pull it up.
Okay. Wait, was that a motorcycle I heard in the background? Mike?
I'm pulling up your file, buddy.
Yeah,
Give
Mike.
me a minute,
Mike,
okay?
why was I hearing a motorcycle in the background? He's going to try to stall and not actually answer the question about a motorcycle. Yeah, he's not going to answer. He's going to try to stall and keep me on hold for as long as possible. Mike, hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, hi. Are you there?
Yeah, remember I told you I'm pulling up your file, okay? Give me a minute.
Okay, but Mike. They're trying to stall. They're just trying to stall. I wonder if he's just going to keep me on hold or keep me on mute, because they don't have my address. And more likely what he's trying to do, I wouldn't be surprised if what he's trying to do is doing a number lookup, where he's going online and entering in my phone number to try to see where exactly it's from. Which is funny because this phone number is associated with a place, as you heard from the last guy. It's not associated from the same place. So he's probably going to tell me, oh yeah, aren't you located in this area? And I'm going to say no. And I'm going to say, see, you don't even know where I'm at, and blah, blah, blah. And hopefully we can get him to crack. He's actually, we got him to crack just a little bit, just a little bit, but I'm hoping to push him over that edge. Hello, Mike. Mike, hello.
Buddy, give me 5 minutes, alrighty? My system is moving
Okay,
a
but
bit
my
slow,
file should be
alright?
right there.
I'm
My
gonna
file
call
should
you
be
back,
right there,
okay?
so I don't
I'm
understand what the
I'm
problem
gonna call
is.
you back.
Mike, what is the problem?
I'm
You
going to
kept
call
saying
you
that
back
my
and let you
paperwork
know
is
what's
right
going on.
there.
I'm gonna
What is
call
the
you back and
problem?
let you know what's
I don't. You know what? Well, yeah, he's not going to call me back. He's not going to call me back. He's probably going to be done with me at that point. So we're going to call him back. We're going to call him back and see what's going on. Oh, now he's not going to answer. Now he's not going to answer. Nope. he got away. He ran away. That's freaking awesome. He was done with me and done with my questions, which is awesome. Okay, so let's see. No. Go away. We're going to mess with some of the settings real fast. Come on. Oh my god, it's taking forever. Forever and ever. But those were two really good phone calls. I'll probably make those videos because they were pretty good. Um, yeah, those were actually pretty good. Okay, I have that. Okay. Okay. Let's close that back down. Wait for my computer to catch up. Come on. There you go. Okay. So yeah, those were some pretty good calls. The first one really highlights how he goes straight for the kill, straight for the bank information, so that we can be able to try to report everything. If you didn't know already, I did. Right, Heather. Um, I did report the number on that first guy. What was his name again? Raymond. I reported the phone number for that one. That one should be taken down soon, hopefully. So that one will be good. This one that I just did, I sent it out. I don't know if it'll get taken down though. Hopefully it does, because that way we can be able to kill two numbers today, which would be wonderful. And that second one really highlights how they don't really care a whole lot about information. They will just go straight for the money. Straight for the money. No problems. A lot with him was he didn't care about a lot of my information. He didn't honestly, I gave him my name. He never asked for my name when we first talked. So I told him what my name was, but he never got my address. He never got really anything. Only thing he really knew was that I live in Arizona, and that's it. Which is wonderful, because I can play with that so much. And his story of being pulled over on the highway and having highway patrol there, I knew as soon as he said all that. I knew as soon as he said that he got pulled over on the highway and he was 45 minutes out, I knew I was going to use that. It was just a matter of when I was going to pull it and how hard. So we are going to try to jump onto a couple more calls for tonight. Okay. Yeah, we're going to try to make a couple more calls tonight, see who else is live. It is kind of late for scammers. It's about, I'd say, almost 10 o'clock for a lot of these scammers. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. So a lot of them aren't going to want to scam this late. But we can, some still will pick up and answer the phone, and those are the ones we want to try to get. Get them suspicious, get them angry, get them pissed off. Hopefully maybe get them to shut down their own numbers, which would be absolutely wonderful. No, that number's unavailable. Ooh. Yes, hello?
Hello? Yeah, hey buddy, it's Mike, alright?
Oh, hey, Mike.
Listen, buddy,
Hey,
I have
so,
some bad news. I have some bad news.
What's
I
that?
have some bad news, buddy. I think I could lose my job for this, but it wasn't me, it was really the system, but the system accidentally deleted your file, so I don't have anything for you, buddy. But you're gonna be my savior today, because you're gonna have to tell me back your information so I can put it back in the system, so it will look like nothing happened. All right?
Okay, well,
Will you
Mike,
do that for me, buddy?
since I get that computers can be, wonky like that, and that sometimes they do this. I get that and understand that. So in that case, why don't you just give me the address to where you guys are at, and I can go down to where you're at,
Buddy,
and
you're not listening to me.
I can give
We
you
we
all of the information that you need right then
we
and
can
there,
we
and I can
we
hand you the
cannot do
card.
that,
Um, we can get this all sorted out, and I can be able to drive my truck home, because this way,
buddy. I'm trying to.
I don't have to wait on, okay, well, here's the card numbers for that money pack, and oh, I gotta enter them into the system, and go through all of the waiting for all of that and everything, when I
Alrighty,
could
buddy.
just
Here's what we're
I
gonna
can
have
jump
you
into
do,
my car and drive down to where you're at. It's 45 minutes away. That's not that far away for me. And I can meet up with you wherever you're at.
buddy. Listen, I'm trying to tell you that the company doesn't work that way. We cannot do that. Alrighty, we're
Well,
supposed to come to
I
your house.
understand. I
How would it look?
understand that
How would
the
it look
company
for the
doesn't work
first
this
client
way.
of the
I get
publisher's
that the
clearance
company
house?
doesn't work this
We
way,
give them the
but
information on how to get to us.
considering this is those like strange situations where you deleted my information and you deleted my entire file, I think we
No,
can
it's
kind
not
of
me,
work
buddy.
around and be able to try to figure out an alternative for me to be able to
No,
get my
buddy. But
money.
remember, no,
Okay,
this.
because
Remember,
you're the one that ended up deleting my information. So in
no,
response, I
buddy.
feel like
But
we should be able to have this kind of workaround where
no,
you
buddy.
just give
No,
me the
buddy. But
address.
buddy, listen. We're alrighty. Listen, the company doesn't work that way, so that's why I can't do it. But
Well,
listen,
I get
the
the company
the
doesn't
the
work that way, but the
assistant,
company
the
also doesn't
assistant.
delete a customer's
Listen,
information. You deleted
listen.
a
No, it
customer's
wasn't me.
information. You deleted my information, Mike. So therefore, I think I get a little bit of a leeway on being able to
Buddy,
how I
listen.
receive my
No,
prize. Okay?
no one knows. Only me and you knows.
Oh,
The
well, I'm
assistant
going to
head
tell
manager's
everybody.
on board.
Oh, I'm telling
No,
everybody.
listen.
I'm telling
The
everyone.
assistant,
So I
the
get
assist.
that you want to try to keep this
Listen,
safe so that you could try to keep your job, but I'm telling everybody. When I get to that secret storage facility that you guys are at, I'm telling George, because George is your supervisor, and as a supervisor, he should be informed about what his employee did.
alrighty, buddy. Since you want to play that way, what I'm gonna do, due to the fact that I'm in charge of your prize and you have been this rude to me, I'm
No, I
just
have
gonna
not been rude
cancel.
to you.
I'm
I have
just gonna
not been
cancel
rude to you,
all of
Mike.
this.
I have not been rude to you, Mike. Okay, I'm trying to present to you an alternative way that we can be able to you could be able to get these gift cards or this money pack card or whatever,
Alrighty, buddy.
so
Here's
that we
what
can
we
be
do.
able to
Listen.
pay for this,
Here's
whatever it is that I'm paying for, and I can be able to receive my prize. And it doesn't
alrighty,
really make
buddy.
sense that you're all the way at this storage facility. You've made it all the way to the storage facility, and then all of a sudden now, oh hey, by the way, sorry, he wants to cancel. That doesn't really make sense, Mike. You need to really think about this.
buddy. I've seen this happen like a million times. Alrighty,
Okay, well, I'm
I
not
see
wanting to give up my
clients
prize.
being
I'm not
rude.
wanting to give up my prize. And
Then comply
you're
with what we're saying. You
okay,
have to. It's either you're gonna
okay,
comply or we're gonna
you're also
cancel
the one
this.
who deleted my information. So as an alternative
Exactly, and
route,
I'm
so that we
asking
don't
you
have
for,
to worry
and
about any
I'm
of that,
asking
I'm
you for
asking
a
you,
second.
and Mike, I'm asking you to be able to just give me the address of wherever this storage facility is, this private
You
storage
talk too
facility,
much.
so that I can be able to go down to where you're at.
Alrighty, can I talk now? Are you ready to listen?
Are you going to give me your address?
Are you ready to listen?
Are you going to give me your address?
Alrighty, buddy. Remember, I have the upper hand here, and
Okay, wait, wait, wait,
you've
wait.
not
Wait a
been
second.
a
Wait a second.
customer.
You
So all
saying
I'm gonna
that
do
you have
is
the upper
I
hand
am going to
does not
cancel all
sound
of this.
like somebody
Have
who
a good
is
rest
going
of
to be
your day.
giving me the
Have your
address.
good
Give me your
have
address,
a
and I
good
can
rest
meet
of your
you to
day.
wherever you're at.
You want to meet me so you can
Okay?
tell Judge how I screwed up? No,
Yes,
thank
yes. I'm
you.
going to tell your supervisor
Have a
how
good day.
incompetent of an
Have a
employee
good
he
day.
has,
How do
so
you
that we
feel
can
to
be
know
able to
that
get this strained
you've
out.
canceled
Okay.
eighteen
Plus,
point
on top
five
of that,
million
you've got a
and
police
your
officer
brand
there.
new truck?
You have a highway patrol officer there still, correct?
I beg your pardon.
You have a highway patrol officer there with you right now, correct? You made him stop what he's doing. He should have probably went home and clocked out of shift like 2 hours ago. But instead, you're keeping him there because you want to be stubborn about not giving me your address. Give me your address, and I can just meet you wherever you guys are.
Have a nice day.
Why?
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to have a
Bye
nice
bye.
day when you give me the
Bye bye.
address. No, give me your address so that I can
Have
meet
a
you.
nice day. Bye bye.
Where
Bye
are you?
bye.
Are you guys
Bye
still
bye.
45 minutes away?
Bye bye, buddy.
No, are
I
you guys
can't
still
believe you're
45 minutes?
making me do this. I can't believe you're making me. All you
I'm not
had to
making
do
you do
was take
anything.
a photo of the card. That's
No,
all you
what are
had
you
to
talking
do,
about now?
and you
You
didn't want to
never
do
said
it.
any of that. Now
I
you're
never
just
told
making
you
up
that all you
lies.
needed to do.
Now you're just straight up
I never.
lying. Are we lying now, Mike? Is that what we're
No,
doing? Are
I
we
must have
lying?
forgot.
Are you
I must have
you're
forgot.
lying to
I
a
could have.
customer
I
just like you deleted
listen.
your customer's information?
Already listen. All
And on
right.
top of that, too,
Well,
and you never answered this question. I heard a motorcycle in the background. Why was I hearing a motorcycle?
because persons are passing. Remember, the
You're supposed to be
facility is
inside a facility, inside
yes, but we
a
cannot
private
control the noise
storage
outside.
facility. So
Yes, but
why?
we cannot
No,
control the noise
you wouldn't be
outside. The
able to
walls are
hear a
tin.
motorcycle
No, the walls are tin. The
inside.
walls are tin. The
Are
walls are
10?
tin. Yeah, the walls are tin, so you can almost hear everything from outside. All right.
Okay,
So
so
that is what
what is
happened.
the street name that you guys are on?
Buddy, have a good
No,
day.
what is the street
I'm
name?
already going to cancel your
Okay.
prize because I see that you don't want it. So
No, I want my
all we're
prize.
gonna do.
No,
No, you don't
you're
want your
going
prize
to give
because
me my prize. This
if
is
you really
eighteen and a
wanted your
half
prize,
million dollars.
if you
Eighteen
really
and a
wanted your
half
prize,
million
you would
dollars.
have.
I want this money.
You,
You're preventing me from getting this money.
no, buddy, listen. If you really wanted your prize, you would have complied with everything that I told you,
What
and
is
we would have been
complode?
over to
What
your
is complode?
doorstep.
What does that mean?
I never said complode. I said complied.
Oh, complied. Oh, well, maybe you should have complied by not deleting my information on your computer system.
Maybe you should have complied when I told you to give me the card numbers
Maybe
because
you
all
should
that's
not have
all we
deleted your
needed.
customer's information and been able to keep it secure. You know, that should have been something you should be qualified to do, not delete my information. Now you have none of
Buddy,
my information. You don't have my address. You have no idea where you're going. Only thing you know is you're 45 minutes away from me. You don't know where you're going. That's why I'm trying to present to you, hey, look, just give me your address. I'll meet you wherever you're at.
buddy,
Yes.
I see that you don't you think this company is a phony baloney and this is a waste of time, but
No,
I
I
can
don't think this
guarantee
is phony
you this.
baloney. Why would
Can
I
you
think this is
listen?
phony baloney? Why would I think
Can
this is
you
phony
listen?
baloney?
This is your biggest
I
problem.
wrote
You don't
down all
listen
of your information. I have your badge number, the package ID. I've got your name. Why would I write that down? Why would I write down all this information if I think it's phony? That doesn't make sense.
because you're not complying with what we're trying to tell you. Because alrighty, listen, what we're gonna do now. Are you willing to take a photo of the card so we can come of the photo of the card so we know that you have the card?
I have the card. Look, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you the last 4 digits on the card. Okay?
Just take a photo of
Okay,
the
the
card,
last 4
okay? So
digits
we
are
know.
7854. 7854. There's the last 4 digits of it. You take that information, and now you give me your address so that I can meet you at this storage facility.
Buddy, you could have just made up some numbers.
That
We
fast.
don't know that.
That fast. I made up those numbers just on the top of my head, not even thinking. Really? Really, Mike?
Yes, you can. I seen customer do this.
Okay,
for
well,
fun
I'm not that
because
kind of
they
person.
think that.
I'm not that customer.
Well, we don't
I'm
know
not that
that. But
customer.
remember, we don't know
No.
you.
Well,
We don't
and
know you
I don't know
personally.
you.
Only
Okay,
thing
that's why
I
I'm
know,
saying I'll meet you wherever you're at.
buddy, the company doesn't work that way, so we cannot do
Okay,
that.
and the
So if
company
you're not
also
willing to
doesn't just
comply,
delete a customer's information. So how about you just comply with what I'm saying?
buddy, that's not how this goes, alrighty? So whatever you
No,
say,
this
we're
is
not
how
going to
it
listen
goes.
to anything you're saying.
No,
So you
that
have
is how
yourself
this
a nice
goes.
day.
No, you're not going to
Goodbye.
hang up on me, Mike. You're not going to hang up on me. You're going to give me your address so I can meet you.
Buddy, if you're not going to
Okay,
comply, please
Mike.
please
If the
please get off
problem
the
is,
company's line, okay?
Mike, if the problem is
No,
that
buddy,
you're
you're the
scared.
problem. I'm trying to tell you,
No,
you're the
I'm not the
problem
problem.
because you're
You're
not
the
complying
problem
with
right
what I'm
now.
trying to tell you.
No, you're the
No, you're
problem
the
right
problem.
now. Okay?
No, you're the problem, buddy, because I'm trying to tell you that all you have to
No.
do is just send us a
I
photo
feel
of
like
the
you're
card,
afraid
or
that
you
you're
could
going to
just
end up
tell us
losing
the
your job.
numbers.
Are you scared you're going to lose your job?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not scared because
No,
I'm
I
gonna
think
lose
you're
my job,
scared you're going to lose
because
your
I know
job
that
because
I'm not gonna.
I told you I was going to talk to to George. And I was going to tell George about your incompetence. So, how about this? You tell me your address and I won't snitch on you.
How about this? You give us the card, and I don't tell the company about how you're screwing up right now, how you're trying to disrespect me and trying to threaten me to tell lies on me on the to let me lose my
No,
job.
isn't this a recorded line? Isn't this a recorded line? Huh? If this is a recorded line, it all should be on record, right? So all they got to do is just pull up this phone, the phone records on this, right? And be able to see how incompetent you are and how you're trying to prevent your customers from receiving their prize. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if you're pocketing the money.
Why would I be? Listen,
I wouldn't be surprised if you
the
want me to
direct head
give you
manager is literally
the
on
money pack
board.
card. You want? Let me
No.
find out. This is probably exactly what's happening, Mike. Is you want me to give you the numbers for this money pack card so that you can be able to write it down and you keep that $500. I bet you there's not even a charge, is there?
Buddy, why the hell would I even do that? I wasted about an hour on the phone with you. You really think I would do that just for $500? Buddy,
I
I
don't
get
know.
paid
I don't know you.
$60,000 a
I don't
month.
know how
I get
broke
paid
you are. I don't know how
$60,000 a
poor
month.
you are, okay?
I get
$500
paid
is $500,
$60,000
okay?
a month.
You could be
Why
trying to
would I
steal
be
my
doing
money
with $500?
and be able to try to rip me off. I don't know if this is a legit fee that I have to pay.
Buddy, are you listening to me now?
Are you going to listen to me?
I will
Are you going to
listen
listen to me and actually answer my questions?
I will listen if you listen.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So
Deal.
we're going to
Now.
make a deal here, okay?
Okay.
We're going to make a deal, all right? We're going to make a deal, okay? Hello? Are you there?
I'm here.
Alrighty, we're going to make a deal, okay? Hello?
I'm here.
Alrighty.
I'm not gonna say
you
okay.
didn't say anything, so I thought your internet were going in and out. So what we're gonna do here, physically, okay?
Okay.
As I told you, we're just here, so all we're doing is waiting on you. How about you send us a proof photo that you have the card for real?
You guys are waiting on
and
me.
I'll tell you the
So
I'll
just,
tell you the
like,
address
okay,
for
so
where we are.
how about this? Just tell me a counter offer. You tell me your city, what city you're in, and the address.
Buddy.
Buddy,
Didn't you
yes.
hear what I just said?
Okay, look, buddy. You need to listen to what I'm telling you, okay, buddy? Are you there, buddy?
Hello.
Buddy, are you there?
Yeah, I was talking with my head manager.
Oh, in that like 10 seconds you talked to your was that George?
No, George, my supervisor. He's not my head manager.
Oh, so who's your head manager?
My head manager is Howie Gooch.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
It's Howie Gooch.
That's an interesting name.
Well, all right,
So-
buddy, listen. Here's what we're going to do,
So,
okay? You're going to
what
send us
city
a
are you
proof
guys
photo
in?
that
What
you have the
town are you
card
in?
for real.
What town are you in? Can
Buddy,
you
are
at
gonna
least tell me
listen to
that?
me, or you... I beg your pardon?
What town are you in?
Alrighty, we're in Phoenix.
Wait a second. You're in Phoenix?
Yes, that's the town we're in.
Okay, you understand you're like 4 hours away from me, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're not 45 minutes away. You're like 4 hours. You understand that, right?
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, you guys are so far away from me. And you guys are not going to be able to get here in time. What kind of incompetent company are you there with? And where on the highway
Buddy,
were you pulled
it's
over
not
by
me.
a highway
No,
patrol?
buddy. No, listen. It
No,
was
what
not
highway
me,
were you
alrighty?
pulled
Remember,
over on?
I'm not.
What highway?
Remember, I'm not the
No,
one
hey,
driving.
Mike, what highway were you pulled over on?
I beg your pardon.
What highway were you pulled over on that highway patrol pulled you over? Buddy, are you there?
Hello? Buddy,
Hel-
your line keeps going in and out.
Buddy, are you there? If he's going to
Hello?
keep calling me, buddy, I'm going to keep calling him, buddy.
Buddy.
Buddy, hey, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. Your line keeps going in and out. What did you say?
I said, what highway were you on that you got pulled over?
We're on interstate.
Interstate? Interstate
Yeah,
what?
Interstate 10.
You were on I-10 when you got pulled over.
Yes.
What were you guys doing on I-10? Because I-10 doesn't go anywhere near where I live.
Well, buddy, remember...
Okay, I think you guys don't have any correct information. This is why I wanted to try to get all of the information beforehand. Because you guys wouldn't have been able to get to my house in this amount of time that you said. I almost feel like at this point you've been lying to me.
Alrighty, buddy. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just put off all of this for tomorrow morning.
No, Mike.
Because it's
No, Mike.
getting late.
We're going to get this resolved now. Okay?
Alrighty. So, are you gonna give me your address now?
Are
or
you going to
are you
give me your
keep-
address? Where exactly
I
are
already told
you?
you we're in Phoenix. I
Okay,
already told you
Phoenix.
we're in
Do you
Phoenix.
understand how big Phoenix is? Because Phoenix is huge. So, where in Phoenix are you?
Buddy, I don't know the current address. Remember, I'm not from around here.
Okay, but you should know what it is. Still, what is it?
Alrighty, we're at 3rd Street Avenue.
Okay, 3rd Street. Wait, 3rd Street Avenue? That's not how the cities the blocks go in Phoenix.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
now
it's
you're
not
lying
3rd
even more.
Street. It's
So
3rd
now you're
Avenue. No,
so
it's
now
3rd
you're
Avenue.
lying even more.
It's 3rd Avenue.
You're lying
I
even more to a
saw-
customer. So now you're lying even more. We're back to lying now. That guy, he was absolutely done with me. And he tried his best to try to come up with excuse after excuse after excuse. And he just couldn't. That was beautiful. Okay, so we have been on for about 2.5 hours. I'm going to go ahead and call it for right now. Um, I might be live tomorrow. I'm not sure. Keep an eye out. If you haven't already, join the Discord. Um, if you join the Discord, you'll have updates on when I do go live. That'll be a really good spot for people to go to. I should be live. I should be live tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Wednesday. I will be live again for sure, about the same time. I should be live Friday afternoon, so that one will be fun as well. Thursday is going to be kind of wishy-washy, maybe, maybe not. My family there's a another person in my house. Oh, hey. Yeah, I know. Um, Thursday is kind of wishy-washy because some family members are getting procedures done. So I don't know how able I am going to be able to get on. So that's going to be iffy. But I will let you guys know. But until then, I'll see you guys. Oh, also, don't forget, there will be a new video coming out Thursday morning. Not tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a kind of longer one, about 45 minutes, give or take. Go and check it out. It's going to be a really good one. But yes, I know.